What are the steps to need to perform to achieve this higher education institute with the help of e-governance? So, we have a different kind of the steps. We have a vision of align IT with business strategies to meet e-governance objective. We have a different strategies for IT alignment with core business activities and customer services. Friends, here our customer services is important part to achieve the goal of the e-governance. Our customers are students and their parents and society. So, to fulfill their goals, we have to give the proper support of IT to the achieve this goal. We have to plan to preparation strategic long term action plan and prepared roadmap by setting the priorities. Also, we have to make systematic approach to requirements analysis. Also, we have to think about the systematic approach for government process re-engineering. If we think we need to implement the e-governance in higher education institute, so we have to think more action from our side. As a teacher from higher education institute, I think we need to take more 2-3 steps to implement e-governance in higher education institute. First, build the project management teams. Not a single person achieve any goals in the life. So, teamwork is important in this system. So, we have to build the project management teams with top to down approach. All are on equal procedure, all are on equal platform, but they have a different kind of the assignment. With the help of top down approach, we can monitor and control all the progress of e-governance in higher education system. Here we cannot be an autocratic. Monitoring and controlling, those are different words. If we see controlling as autocratic, then it is not possible to implement e-governance system in higher education. That is why we should monitoring and controlling with the democratic values in higher education institute, because democratic values are always to remember you that you are the part of the system, you are not a system. Adopt the global best practices and standards while aligning information technology with the business. When we are implementing e-governance in higher education system, at the same time we need to accept all the best practices and standards which is happening in developed and developing countries. Those are goods, those are important, we can adopt and we can modify, we can modify according to our goals. Another most important step we can action it, like cater to interoperability and requirements for integration of system by working with the frameworks. We have to develop the architectures of technology. If we are unable to develop the proper architectures in the field of technology, we are not achieve the e-governance system in higher education. So, we need to develop some architectures, some points of security, proper action for metadata, policy for quality. According to all these things, we have to implement the e-governance in higher education system. Avoid the vendor lock for technology solution. In each domain of business activity in higher education institute, adhere to quality conformance requirements around the efficiency and effectiveness in Indian context. We have to mechanism to measure the performance and ways for the continual improvement in the e-governance system. Definitely there are number of issues, challenges related to information technology in real world situation to be addressed at the academic level itself to build a better future. As a teacher from the higher education system, we can overcome with all issues and challenges, those are already we defined. So, with the help of academic level, with the help of authority level, we can overcome all these problems. What are the important Indian perspectives in the regarding e-governance vision. When we are developing our visioning plan of institute in the light of e-governance, we have to ensure some important things. Development of e-governance project to ensure always reusability and scalability. So, reusability is the important aspect, and when we develop the e-governance project, we ensure the importance of reusability. The next thing is that transparency in governance process. When we are developing e-governance project in higher education institute, we should be very keen about the transparency in governance process. When we are going to develop this kind of project, we have to think about the risk management and optimal utilization of resources to optimize effectiveness and efficiency. This is the big challenge, and this is the big remedy. I am saying that we are able to use the optimal utilization whatever the resources are available to reach the unreached with focus around the service delivery. This is the basic vision of the e-governance. I think each university, each higher education institute think about reach to unreached people or students. Every higher education institute is thinking about that all students should be get all kind of the equal knowledge, equality and quality.